checks, this all changed, you know. Another man made my phone ring, hello. Said he capping, but won't step, you know. Every time he sell me, that's phone, hello. Bling, bling, blow, mad, I'm like, wow, what did I do now? Don't you get me, okay? I might pull a ticket out of my account, okay? Just to show you how to count, okay? Newest, don't compare me to these, they don't do enough. They can't walk it in my shoes because I'm booted up. I got opposition showing me computer love. Run inside the club, I got no worries today. I get paid to party on a permanent basis. That's true. Only time we link is meet and greet. On and off the jet, cause I got places to be. Alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile if it cost a couple thousands of millions. And millions and millions and millions. Okay, alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile unless it cost a couple thousands of millions. And millions and millions and millions. Foot on that's because I'm standing on business. I deserve the business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile unless it cost a couple thousands of millions. And millions and millions and millions. Alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile unless it cost a couple thousands of millions. And millions and millions and millions. Alright.
Yeah, if I did it, then I did it right. Yeah, this ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah, bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah, down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah, so ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah, when you poppin', they all wanna slice. Yeah, greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah, mediocre, that just won't suffice. Better now than ever. Ain't no cracking under pressure. The boy is clever. If I did it, it was stellar. Nobody fresher. Stop complaining, man, my head hurts. These catchy records ain't nothing really but a walk in the park for me. Heard the catalog, you know I got some scars on me. Just getting started, you don't really wanna start with me. It's John Q, I would sacrifice a heart in me for family, high roller. But you wouldn't know it by the way that I wrote up. Career lifespan looking good, it ain't slowing. One after another, man, I just keep going and going and going. Yeah, if I did it, then I did it right. This ain't happened for me overnight. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah, so ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah, when you poppin', they don't wanna slice. Yeah, greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah, mediocre, that just won't suffice. Keep myself grounded, that's a piece of me that I won't let go. No matter what level I reach, I promise to hold it close. Ain't gotta tell me this hitting different, man, I already know. How are you claiming we had a baby, we ain't never spoke? I don't be out here with random women on the road. They want a DNA test to prove it, I'm like, here you go. I could've saved you a bunch of time and told you the results. Looking for hush money from me, you ain't gon' get it though. Historic, rain on my parade, I keep walking and ignore it. Just part of the game, yeah, it comes with the territory. It's just another day, man, I'm used to it downpouring. It's nothing. If I did it, then I did it right. Yeah. This ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah. So ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah. When you poppin', they don't wanna slice. Yeah. Greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah. Mediocre, that just won't suffice.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Jets.
Joey Slye to kick off for the Commanders.
A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Rodgers going to come out throwing. Cook makes the catch on the out route.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The 20-yard line.
2nd down and 3.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Throwing is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Yeah, there. 26. Get 300. Get 300.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 13 yards there on a Washington 1st. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield.
And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. C.J. Mosley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Powell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. When you talk about this Jets defense, they've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people from on the ground. Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this will remain a scoreless game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Emmanuel Forbes up from the secondary to make the tackle. And Charles, you think about this offense, and it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easiest stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
On play action, now Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. When you talk about this Jets defense, they've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem? When they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
We're scoreless after 1. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Here's Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Howell. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now Howell. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Jets are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
That was a good, forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
And just shutting him off there. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down.
Now second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0.
Commanders 7, Jets 0. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Second and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this one caught downfield by Evans. Now inside the 25. Mike Evans. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. It looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28. Throwing here, Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Howell trying to get his offense to hurry up and get set. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Howell down to throw it. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Back to the ground with Gibson. And Owen coughed it up. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Howell. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come back and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Sly on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Joey Slye to kick off for the Commanders.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Rodgers now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 2. Here's Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. And Howell will throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll go again with Gibson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-7.
Commanders 21, Jets 7. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 3rd and 3.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10.
26.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Rodgers now on first down. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. That is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Hey, take 26. Back north.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that one to the right side and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That is caught. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown. Mike Evans with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Jets are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Able to power through, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Over.
Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Jets. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 21. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Second down, Hal back to pass. He's got it to Gibson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Dotson in motion right. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Dressway now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's Hardman to return. And they can't bring him down. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Partner, a tie game in the 4th quarter. You and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the 4th quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
A quick throw complete out to Beckham. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards to pick up there.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Now that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Jets. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. So what a comeback here. They look like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a 4th quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly, because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go, and they hung in there and made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. Powell. Pass complete, Samuel. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Powell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Howell. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Powell to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's 1st and goal. Gibson is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. Clock now under 30 ticks and running. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Howell throwing for it. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
29, Jets 28. Joey Slye to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Cat 300. Cat 300. Hey, 88.
Back to throw. Rodgers. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. That's complete. It's Cook. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
One final try now for Rodgers. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed